Palestine video and didn't donate anything. And then the same people who I'd asked to either remove those messages via going fishing have still said that Paulo should kill himself literally 2 days ago. I think that's harassment. If Ruben Sim started saying,
so what did I okay, so what did I do? What did I do to what did I do with that?
Yeah, if you watch the video, I only had one criticism. I only had one, and you can bring up the transcript. It was that I wish you had taken it seriously when I consulted you about it in late 2023. The main criticism came from
because the reason that I joked about it is because at that point people weren't like literally, you know, saying that you should kill yourself and all this other shit. The shit that you were coming to me in late 2023 to say was like about some people just saying like flippant, like menial criticism of you. That's why I didn't take it very seriously. What you did though is you twisted that into me saying, because you didn't provide any context for it at all, you twisted that message into me saying that I am pro the doxing and harassment of, you know, people in my server saying this shit about you, which I am absolutely not. You took that, and because you didn't attach any context to it, now people are taking away from that video that somehow, even though that message was all the, you know, people saying that they want you to kill yourself and whatnot, even though all of that was after our conversation, now all of a sudden, because you didn't provide any context, now I am apparently in support of that. Do you understand why I'm pissed off at that?
The point was that the moderators had seen, they actively saw the images of me being posted and my full name, and they were saying, is Paulo 18 years old? And then someone said yes, and they're like, we're going to keep the images up.
That's not me. That's not me.
I had to make it very clear that you were not. I even gave you the benefit of the doubt and said, in my fucking transcript, I said that there's no proof to prove that you knew that my face was posted in the server. You can bring up this last interval of the video. I never ever claimed that you knew my docs information was being posted. What I claimed is that I sent you screenshots of a now high-ranking member who has continued to this day to say that Paulo needs to kill himself adamantly. There was no joke. He stated verbatim, no lie, I hope Paulo fucking kills himself. And your girlfriend had actively called me transphobic, actively stated that I fucking kept a lot of money for the Israel-Palestine video, completely not understanding how the intricacies of CPM work. Literally, after I'd shown proof numerous times that I literally spent 55 to St. Jude's, 50 to St. Jude's, 40 to UNICEF.
So those don't actually meaningfully, the last two there from my girlfriend don't meaningfully contribute to any like genuine harassment. The user that you're saying that is doing that, I would be happy to ban that person if you just give me their tag right now.
The thing was, I gave it to you back in late 2023, but you just aired me.
Well, that's because they weren't saying shit about doxing or harassing you at that point.
No, but they told me, they said, I hope Paulo fucking kills himself. I sent you that screenshot.
No, that is a message from a few days ago, is it not?
No, I sent you a screen. I have the screenshot. I sent you a message stating there's this person who's saying I should fucking kill myself, and then you just didn't reply to me. I'll show you it right now. It's on my deleted account. But and he threatened to beat me up as well. He said if I meet this guy in real life, I'm gonna beat him up. It's this right here. These two things. I have the full thing here. Do you see the message I just sent?
Where are you sending me this?
In general.
In general?
Yes. I sent you that on my other account before someone match reported it and got me banned. Or kicked off of it. I don't know my login to get back on it.
Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, well.
And then. Yeah, and then.
Okay, I mean, I guess it's right there. Then.
And then your girlfriend had moderation powers. She kicked me off the server for no reason.
She kicked you off the server because you've made multiple attempts at like glorifying her abuser, and she doesn't like you very much. So I'm not gonna intervene with that. I am not my girlfriend, and I do not have control over my girlfriend in that way. I don't know why people expect me to like, you know, marionette like control what opinions she has. I'm not abusive. I don't do shit like that. I can't control her.
Okay, I get that, but I sent a screenshot of the same person at the time saying Paulo should just kill himself, and your girlfriend had moderation powers at the time, and she saw that and basically allowed that to slide.
I'm a cuck for not contrling my girlfriend. No, that's an interesting take.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm responding to shit that's in the chat. I'm not saying shit that you said. I just think that the bullshit of like people in here needs to be actually addressed, because some of you get a little bit too comfortable saying shit behind a screen and not to a real person.
Your girlfriend also advocated for people to mass report my channel and get me taken down, and was also joking with other users that they should turn up to my house. I have those screenshots as well.
Okay, again, I am not my girlfriend. I am not my girlfriend, and I don't have like this
Yeah,
is not shit
But
that I
if
have
Ruben,
done.
we're gonna do a little bit of a thing. If this was Ruben Sim saying it, what would you call Ruben Sim out for making comments like that? Is that fully criticizable on that?
What is my okay? So what?
No,
so
I'm not comparing. I'm saying that
you
if
are
Ruben
though.
Sim
You
was
literally
doing
are
this,
comparing. You literally are.
they're
You
not
literally
alike
are comparing.
whatsoever. But if we're saying that Ruben Sim did this, do you think that it's criticizable on this behalf? I think it
It's
is.
because Ruben Sim has a large platform of 1 million fucking subscribers. My girlfriend is a Twitter artist.
Your girlfriend is in an echo chamber where there were lots of people, and lots of people in that server.
Okay,
like
you just said it's an echo chamber. You just said it's an echo chamber. It's a
But
server
lots of
that has
people in
like.
that server were fine with me, and then she twisted a lot of that people to start hating me for no reason. I'm literally synonymous with the word
Well, then you
pedophile
can
in that
take up that
server.
fucking problem with her because she is a person that you can talk to.
She blocked me on everything. She admitted she banned me from your server, blocked me on everything for no reason. And the milk dead thing, all right, the milk dead thing. She claimed
Yeah.
that I'm private to the video, all right. First of all, the whole point in the milk dead video was to go over my situation with milk dead. It wasn't to glorify him. It was to go over
You
his
did.
last closing messages. Okay, that wasn't the purpose of the thing. That can be insinuated, but that wasn't my purpose of making the video. It was to go over the last messages that no one knew about, and it was to go over my like relationship with him. I hate him more than most people. I've hated him since the beginning. That's not to try and twist the thing and move it to me, making me look like the special one. It's about your girlfriend and the shit he put her through. I fucking cared a lot about that, and I promise I'm not fucking white knighting or anything. I genuinely did. The whole point of the thing was not to make her feel shit.
Okay,
That was
no,
not my purpose.
I believe you.
I will
I believe
donate
you
the
on
money.
that. I
will
believe you
donate
on
the
that.
money from the video to her to prove that I truly do not care about the money on YouTube. I have barely uploaded. I do not care about the money on YouTube. My
Okay.
point was to be a closing statement on Milk Dead because
Alright.
I had fed him thousands of subscribers. I was literally there since like his situation with Neox and stuff. I helped build his channel back up again. I felt like I should have a final say because the time he fucked off the internet, I didn't have a platform at the time. I wasn't allowed on YouTube. That was the point of the video.
That's great. So, but what you still did is dig up his, corpse of a channel for being an abuser 9 months after we had already settled everything. You didn't contact us at all. You didn't say shit about this, that, or the other. You made vague comments to my girlfriend without, fully saying that you were going through with this. And we settled that. It's fine. It's whatever. But I'm not gonna, she doesn't have to change her mind on that. So
it was a retrospective.
she also probably isn't super fond of the fact that you were as close to her former abuser as you were, because you were, and you just admitted. I mean, you just admitted it. And obviously, you had no idea. You had no idea. Of course, no. I'm not saying you had any idea, but she probably is not super fond of that fact. So, I'm not, like I said, I'm not my girlfriend. I can't fucking control what she does. So, like what are we talking about? I'd be happy to talk about things that I've done. That'd be great if we could just do that instead of doing some guilt by association.
I really don't like the association as well with Alfie, the victim of fucking Notive, right? He publicly came out on his Alfie account and stated that he was groomed by Notive. I stated that Cyan was Alfie. He had publicly, on his own volition, stated that he was basically the Cyan victim mentioned in the document. I mentioned that in my video, and then he blasts me, basically claiming that I aired him out to the public when he did that by himself on his account. I'm not victim blaming, I'm stating the facts. I literally show it in the audiobook video. I don't know why I was blasted for the audiobook video anyway, because that video was meant to be easily digestible, because sometimes people have problems reading a massive document, so they could just listen to the audio instead. I don't know why you shone on it in the video, but I'm not going to go over that. I don't understand how people from your fan base were trying to shit on me for that, when he, on his own volition, basically made it public that he was the Cyan victim. I didn't air his name out, he did it himself.
I have no control over what, people in my audience are going to say, random dumb shit that they say. I'd be happy to talk about things that I have done, like I said, but right now it's like, this person said this about you, my girlfriend said this about you,
and your girlfriend's bringing up, the Gartic phone KKK situation. I've already apologized for that profusely. Of course, I don't hate black people, pretty fucking clear, cut and dry. I mean, people are renowned on Gartic Phone for making fucked up screenshots, especially when I was a dumb, retarded little fucking 17-year-old. Obviously doesn't excuse stuff. I've profusely apologized, not repeated that since. I don't know why she's trying to dingle it above my head as some ad hominem point to try and fuck me over. I don't appreciate that.
Okay, so again, we're not So I'm looking for something that I did here.
No, I literally, I've spoken to YouTubers about it because I was worried you'd take it a really fucking wrong way. The only problem I have was that you didn't take one of the members, and obviously you don't have control. Your girlfriend's an adult; it's entirely her responsibility. But my problem was you didn't take my credences really seriously to begin with, and and you can't control your fan base. I get that. But
so in regards to that, I think the reason that I didn't take a good amount of that message seriously is because the main point of the message was you saying that people were saying, oh, this, that, or the other about your Israel Palestine video. That's why I didn't take it very seriously, because that's just people spreading their like opinion about it in regards to that. I didn't even see the last like little tacked on part of someone saying something actually harassing you. So I'd be happy to ban that person right now.
I had seen your girlfriend was calling me transphobic when I'm like the furthest thing from that, and also like she was going on to like the narrative that like I was complicit in knowing what was posted in Homotopia, and then that leads to the narrative like, oh, then if it was purposeful for Paulo doing that, then perhaps he's a pedophile, then perhaps he's a creep, and I really don't like the people who are kind of mocking me for that past. It's obviously something that
hours ago I've already solved this. I went into the auto mod, I put your name down in the auto mod. It will actually block people from even saying any message about you. So I did that hours ago at this point.
Have you looked in the transcript? Because I quite literally in my video stated, I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I stated that there was no proof whatsoever that you knew that
I understand. Look, I understand, but the insinuation is very like clear there, and now I'm getting comments saying, oh, well, you're saying all this about Ruben, but you're like pro harassment and doxing of Parlo. Why are people posting this about Parlo on your server? Why are people saying this about Parlo on your server?
I'm 100% like hand on the Bible. I know that you are not.
And look, you even got people in the chat right now saying it's true though. It's true in regards to me being pro harassment. So clearly the message has gotten across.
The thing is, you're not pro-harassment, but your girlfriend is harassing me. That's a no-brainer. Your girlfriend is quite literally supporting me getting deplatformed and allowing these comments to basically come into fruition. That's my problem. My only problem with you in the thing was that I didn't like the name drop in a drama completely unrelated to me regarding Ruben Sim.
So that was in a moment of me looking at a bunch of messages of people harassing me and shit, and one that bared similarity to something that you said yourself. It was a flippant joke just made in the situation saying, okay, Parlo, because you said the same thing just 8 months prior. It was not an insinuation that you had somehow, masterminded that account or some shit like that.
Some people did take that seriously, though, and some people also have a problem with understanding whether what you say is sarcasm or not. There wasn't the clear distinction in the video. Personally, I've had to consult people whether it was a joke or an insinuation.
I'm telling you right now, it was not. It was a joke. There's no insinuation there. I mean, you seem to understand the joke pretty clearly in the video, saying that it's a joke and saying that it was a joke about the fact that you made a post 8 months ago.
I gave the benefit of the doubt just in case, and I said,
I'm just saying, you seem to understand it pretty well there.
The 8-month post was like retarded, and I'd take it back. But people were trying to basically claim how I was like somehow operating like a soy chat account when these rambling schizophrenics have doxed me, which is.
No, I'm aware of that, and they do the same thing about you on kiwifarms as well. They do pretty vitriolic, awful posts on there. They do things of that nature of like pretty much everybody. So, yeah. It's some pretty awful shit, and that's why it I wish people could just like come together on this video that I made for Rubenson, because there's a lot more victims of him and his community than I think people realize. So
the thing is, with the Rubenson, it's a very complex issue. If I were to cover it, it'd be a 2-hour long video, but I personally, I mean, there's a lot of things he's done wrong, but personally, with all the like YouTubers in the community I'm in, we see him as like a flawed person, but we see him as like he's a necessary figure in the community to deal with all the shit that's thrown our way, with the pure amount of pedophiles which are inundating it, like Inhi, who has like 8 victims now. I agree.
There's definitely people that that deserve that kind of like accountability. I just don't think this like I mean we've been getting like for the past 72 hours Ruben had to we talked to Ruben like the other night. He joined my fucking like Discord server and started like verbally like berating my girlfriend, calling us all like, well, I'm not gonna say the word here, but calling us like slurs and porn addicts and shit like that. Just a bunch of awful stuff. And then he comes back later, and we had to like chew him out again just for him to make a post on his Twitter saying to not harass us. And you know, I thought, okay, well, that's like good. But then, you know, Tyler is like, okay, just gonna take a break from the internet for a while, which I understand. I can't blame her for that. And I thought, you know, we'd be out of the woods by now, but I wake up today and you drop this video.
I advertised your video in the comment section and showed screenshots of it. Like, the whole point of the video wasn't to harp on you as some hit piece or something, because there was no point, absolutely, like, in any way whatsoever doing that. The literal only point was that your girlfriend's gone through a lot of like bad shit from fucking crazy weirdos on like fucking far right platforms and stuff. But still, what she had said to me was fabricated lies, and it's pretty much like wildly renowned that it's indefensible. She was trying to call me like a
What the
racist.
Sigma?
Oh my god, she's trying to call me like a racist, transphobic person. She used to back in 2022 before I got on good terms with her again, and then she started hating me again after the Milk Dead video. But she was calling me like mentally insane and stuff like that. It was pretty fucking low blows and stuff. But I don't know why she has this like level of hate, and like some of your fan base as well was like saying some really crazy stuff like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a fucking Twitter bot that's gonna mash report Paulo and strike his channel and get it taken down." I'll post the
Okay,
screenshots.
that's I mean, that's obviously that's shit that I don't endorse or believe in myself at all. But this is, you know, I think like, I don't know, you know, when you, I guess, decide to spuriously make like posts about people without telling them that you're gonna do this in any way, because you didn't attempt to contact me at all regarding this. You mentioned that you had contacted me about this stuff, but that was in one post that you one message you made to me like 6 months ago. You made no attempt to contact me before you went through with making this video. I wish you had, because this could have been cleared up like just so fucking quickly. It would have just been like,
I had no contact. I said
you could
it
have
in
sent
my
me a
video.
friend request. I mean, could
I
have
was,
sent me a friend request.
I'm permabanned. I'm literally blacklisted. She said any account with Parlo which comes in the server, I'm immediately
Well,
banning
yeah,
it.
but I mean, you still could have sent me a friend request. You knew my user, because my
I
user's
didn't
doing
know.
the same thing.
I genuinely didn't know you use it. If I guessed it, I probably would have got it correct. But I ended up just thinking that like you guys wanted to push away from me. There was no point doing it. I just want to get my point out. But the problem was with the video was that there was I got literally mass false reported on my account, lost contact with you, couldn't speak even if I tried. I completely forgot my email and passwords to get into that account.
Okay, so well, now we're talking. Now we're here. So why does the video still need to like exist?
Because the problem comes from the fact that it's hypocritical in the sense that like, well, the problem
How's it
is
hypocritical?
because the problem is she's basically harassed me with numerous other people. I think that's
Okay,
worthy of criticism.
but
Is it
how
not?
is that? How is that me? How am I? So, but I'm getting the hate for that. I'm not. I'm getting blamed for all this shit.
I've made 5 distinctions that it wasn't you. What more can I do? What more
Well,
can I do?
clearly it hasn't been enough, because again, like I said, I mean, I could just go through and read comments right now.
Okay, read some comments.
Sure, here we go. Let me just pull it up for you. Oh, I don't know why I have a timer set for. Oh, it's because it's 10 minutes to 1. Okay. So, okay, here I got one saying, you should get the people in your server to apologize to Parlo for telling him to kill himself and going as far as to dox him. Okay, wait, that's just tame. Hold on. Are you gonna respond to Parlo's new video that's talking about you for like at half an hour? Okay. Hold on, sorry. It's like flooded with a bunch of other shit.
I sent the screenshot the messages, by the way. Tyler states, I'm so confused. How is Parlo not deplatformed yet? Because no one likes him. And then someone states, you think it would be funny if I found a way to get Twitter bots
Here's
to
a
delete
comment
his
that says,
channel?"
as if you're any better, under my Ruben Sim video from your video, saying that I'm no better than Ruben Sim. Because what? Like, okay. If the situation with Parlo is about spitting bullshit, then that's on you. Okay, I am gonna be the one who is going to slander this YouTuber because none of you guys are doing it. Release this video after a motorcycle. Oh yeah, and also this clarification. In the framework of your video, you make it sound as if like I released this video because I was like, ha ha ha, Ruben Sim is suffering from a a motorcycle accident. Now's my chance. You didn't clarify that.
Your video was highly edited in a 1 hour long thing. It was obviously in production for numerous weeks. I literally just went from like, okay, Ruben Sim got in a motorcycle accident. However,
okay, but then I'm like I said, I am reading comments. Releasing this video after a motorcycle accident is a horrible thing to do. This is a real situation. He is not faking it, and you completely banned Parlo from your Discord server just for asking for you to remove those messages. Please shut up and explain your side of the situation of this crap.
I literally made the clear distinction that you had absolutely nothing to do with posting.
Big words from someone that openly supports doxing in his Discord server is another comment.
I still think it was irresponsible for moderators in your server though to just allow my dox information up there, like my full name and my face.
Okay, that's not me though. I didn't support that. I'm telling you, I barely check my Discord server.
Obviously you didn't, but like an outlier of like 10 to 15 people saying this when 60,000 people viewed is a given. Like the point was I've made the clear distinctions in my video, had anyone had the brain capacity to watch, that I quite literally have made it extremely clear and given you the benefit of the doubt on numerous occasions.
I watched this shit.
Please bring up the transcript.
I watched the shit, but I'm telling you, I'm also living with the consequences of your video. So these are people that have watched your video and then took away the message that I am pro harassment. So,
but I've made the distinction as much as I can. How am I meant to? Please get me in contact with these people. I'll individually go after
at Gone Fishing. Your server allows members to show Parlo's doxed information in his full names. Tyler literally banned him on all accounts. Your server also gives Parlo death threats, especially one user who full-on harassed Parlo. Your server is messed up.
I think to a degree, the server is pretty messed up for what they've said in regards to me.
I really love your content, but in Parlo's video, it's extremely clear that after Parlo sent the DM and you read it, you joked about telling your server's members to talk about Parlo once a week, or he will DM you saying you cyberbullied him. Come on, dude, at least use a fair point. And that's also because, the fact that you called it bullying, this is full-on harassment, is another comment. Again, because you didn't clarify that message was from 6 months ago before I knew that was going on. People are drawing that conclusion.
I made the message quite literally illustrating that in late 2023 you didn't make a response. However, you made a joke comment about apparently me being bullied. I believe that was in reference to a different situation, but I made that clear distinction.
It was absolutely in reference to a different situation, because if I had seen anything, I would have fucking banned it. I can go dig up that message right now.
So why didn't you do anything when I sent you messages of people trying to tell me to kill myself?
It's because the bulk of your message was about, menial discourse. I didn't even see that last one that you tacked on there. The bulk of your message was you, saying, people are saying this, that, or the other about my Israel-Palestine video. That's if we go back, here, let me go back to that message right now. Let me go back to that message right now, and let's see what I responded to with it. Okay, I didn't say anything, so I probably didn't even see it in the first place.
I said in the video that you didn't respond to it at all.
So then how? Okay, so if I probably didn't even see it in the first place, then what? I very much likely didn't.
Well, we obviously spoke after that, but the fact is you still didn't scroll up to view the message beforehand. I don't understand why you didn't read the message. Did you have me muted or something? The point was
I had you muted. Yeah.
The point was you didn't take the situation seriously. That was my criticism. Anyone who misinterpreted the thing, that's on them. That's not on me, that's on them. I made it very clear every point I was making in the video. I can't control... 60,000 people watched the video. You've given 10 to 15 comments. That's going to be a given in any situation. It's going to be children who misinterpret the situation, and it's not really their fault because they're young, they don't understand the complexity, and it's not necessarily...
Yeah, I've gotten like 10 to 15 comments, but I've gotten an extra like 200 dislikes. It's like it's going to impact the video on like a larger scale.
I would thought that more audience interaction would boost in the algorithm, but then again, I didn't tell people to mass dislike your channel. I told people to watch your video. I told people
Okay,
to
so
understand.
but I'm just telling you what that's resulted in. Over the past like 5 hours since you released it, the video's gotten like an extra fucking like 200 dislikes.
So next time I make a video on someone, do I need to double the harassment disclaimers?
No, you need to just not make a video on someone because of messages in their Discord server that they didn't have anything to do with.
I made the video to criticize the actions of your girlfriend and others in the server. The only criticism I had of you was that you weren't taking the situation seriously. I did not say that you were complicit in what your fans did. I made that clear distinction at the end of the video. I said two things. One, you did not know that images of me were sent in the server. And two, that you're not to blame for your fan base. It was literally to call out the guy who kept saying, I hope Parlo fucking kills himself. And also your girlfriend for propagating misinformation and quite literally signal boosting claims that apparently I said the N-word when that wasn't me, that was an account which was doxing me, and that guy most likely came from Soyjack Party to begin with. That was the problem. That was my only thing.
So
you can bring up the
I'm just telling you,
transcript.
that's great if you said all that. I'm just telling you right now, I am getting a lot of fucking hate with all this bullshit that's being said. So, and it doesn't look like it's gonna stop. I'm getting like more dislikes on my video right now, like as we speak. I got a comment 4 minutes ago saying ban Yeet Boy from my Discord server, which it wasn't because I am in this fucking call right now. That's the only reason that he isn't banned. So.
Wait, sorry, what? Repeat that again?
No. I said the only reason that the guy isn't banned from my Discord server is because I'm currently occupied in this very call. But I mean, I'm going to ban him.
So should I make? I should make a part 2. I'll make a part 2 tomorrow, clarifying that you're not to blame them. A short video.
I mean, I would honestly just rather you just take the shit down. Like, but I mean, go ahead, I guess.
The problem is people misinterpreting the video. I can't control it. I've done everything on my path. I've said don't harass, don't rate the server, don't dislike bomb, watch his video, understand the situation. I'm not here to speak on Tyler's behalf with the harassment that she got from Ruben Sim. I'm only here to criticize. I've made all those points very, very clear. I will literally bring up the transcript right now to prove that I quite literally said you are not complicit in this. Like, I don't understand what more.
No, I believe you. I believe you on that one. I believe you on that one. All right, here, hold on, wait. I'm banning the guy from my Discord server right now. All right, he's banned. He's banned. I just banned him. I just banned him.
Yeah, I said here. Let me find it. Yeah, keep in mind, I'm not claiming that Gone Fishing even knew about the images of me present in the server or can necessarily control all of his fans. I'll give you the timestamp. I literally said that. The problem was, I said it 8 minutes in. I would hope that people watch the entire video on something serious, but most people click off at fucking 4 minutes, 28 seconds in because they have attention deficit disorder. But yeah, I said that at 8:18 to 8:28 of the video. I made that clear distinction.
I mean, and I do appreciate that. I just wish, I just wish there would have been at least like a little bit more communication on your end, because like I've had so much like fucking shit to deal with over the past like 72 hours. I just really didn't. This was not on my like to-do list.
I have not spoken
I didn't have
to Ruben. I barely have contact with Ruben. He did not tell me to release the videos like some like hit job agent thing.
Oh no, I don't think. No. I'm not accusing you. I don't think he fucking. He said. I mean, I already spoke to him in private. We already came to a settlement. He's not gonna, like, we're not gonna say shit about him. He said he promised not to say shit about us again. So we're good on that front. But
yeah, I'm not looking to cancel or do any like drama, like my retired past self would. It was literally just to criticize the fact that one, I've seen that Israel Gaza point so many times, so I just needed to kill it in its tracks because it pissed me off, because it's been brought up, I think, 38 times now in total.
So I think if I could illuminate that point a little bit more, I think the main thing that people have a problem with, because I now reading your message there, it seems that you are fixated more on the number that you would have gained from it, as opposed to the fact that you were gaining anything off of it. I think that's the main thing that people take issue with in regards to that video, is that it just seemed to be kind of like just kind of a milquetoast take and making money off of a conflict that, has claimed the lives of, tens of thousands of innocent civilians.
I think having the video, and this might be like, what the fuck is he saying point, but I think it was better that it was monetized at a time, because the money generated could then go to a charity. You're generating money to then push it to a charity. As long as it stops beyond a point, which it did, I think it was good that the video raised money, where I then sent it to UNICEF, sent it to St. Jude, so it wasn't like a shitfest video which provided nothing. It got a lot of Gaza, Israel, Palestine videos, games taken down, so it stopped those weird role players and shit. And it also called out this guy who's quite literally saying, "I love Israel burning, let's kill as many Israels as possible." That guy's a fucking piece of shit. I hope that guy burns in hell. That video was mainly to shit on that guy. And I think it was good that the video generated money to then go to St. Jude's and shit, but I'm certainly not going to be ever touching something like that ever again with a 10-foot fucking paw. Very clearly, with the pushback the video got. The thing was, all the memes and stuff of people shitting on it, that was an inside joke. They did it because I knew deep down that the video would probably get shat on, but I wanted to post it anyway because this Eprox guy was a fucking shitty person, and they were like, "Oh, let's meme on it on Twitter." I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, it's fine, it's cool." But
it seems to me that you care a lot about like what individual like random people say in like in a crowd. And I think your videos and you as a person would benefit more if you just kind of like, I don't know, ignored those people. Because even like this person who in my Discord server, said like, shitty stuff about you, like gratifying them with a video made like in their honor, not literally, but like, a video made like because of what they said.
I saw they gained a lot of followers.
Yeah, they're gonna like learn from that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what I said was like enough to provoke a response from Parlo. I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do it again."
If it was a joke, I didn't care, and I'm not personally hurt by it. But it's still harassment. Like they were genuinely saying, unironically, no lie, I hope Parlo fucking kills himself. Yada yada yada. And it
okay, well, yeah, no, and that's why they're banned. I banned them.
And then
they're not. Yeah.
I didn't bring it up, but the mod just seeing like all my account aliases just posted in the server, literally word from my dark spin, then images of me from the dark spin and my full name, and they saw that and they were like, "Oh, it's Polo 18." That's all they said to it, and just left it on there.
When you say images from the dark spin, do you also mean the images that you posted publicly?
On the account, yeah. But the problem was it's still invasion of privacy and personally identifiable information if it's linked to my Parlo account. That was on a completely different account, not linked to my Parlo account. The reason why Cammy and Parlo was linked was because XD Gamer, the guy who ended up calling like parents and like harassing them and shit, that guy was the person who linked Cammy to Parlo, and they did it from my doxed house. They found the conservatory, and then they fucking interlinked all of this, and then they fucking linked it with literally information they garnered illegally. They got it from my dad's LinkedIn and stuff. So it wasn't, so all the cross links wasn't gained legitimately. It was gained by this guy who sent a dick picture to a 13-year-old, this pedophile doxer piece of shit who's been relentlessly harassing me. And that is how it was all done. And people always claim that, well, you still posted it publicly and stuff. The point is, all the images are completely scrubbed now. They're completely lost in time, except on archives. I don't know why people save the images. They try and claim that, like, it was really annoying because everyone tries to claim I posted, like, fucking porn of myself and stuff, and that was not the case with those images. And they claim it's suggestive, and it's a suggestive image of yourself when you were 17 and stuff. Then why was it posted in the 7? Why did no one give a shit about it when it was? Why do people have it saved on fucking archives then? Like, if you're trying to claim it's child porn, why the fuck are there archives of it? I don't understand that rhetoric. The problem was that it's just really weird. It's sad. I've had people deal with it before, and they're going to keep fucking doing it to the end of time. But it's really degenerate if people are just bashing me. I saw your girlfriend do it as well. They were bashing me for my looks and stuff and making fun of, like, oh, he's built like a skeleton. Fucking, like, basically referencing my fucking anorexia and stuff. And, yeah, it was really low blow. I mean, there's plenty to criticize me on, but let's not go for appearances. That was pretty low. But I think that's everything.
I think it'd be probably better for like your mental health if you just like stopped like looking at what people like say about you. I did it a while ago, and it's like fucking. I didn't realize like how much like shit like that would impact me. So I just stopped like going and searching out instances of where people would say shit about me. Because I would occasionally do that beforehand, but I think like you would probably benefit a lot from just not knowing what like random people on random message boards or random Discord servers like say about you, because that
very difficult for me. I checked Soy Jack Party recently, and they had a whole UTTP thing up, and it had a whole segment on me just calling me like a.
What is the? I've seen that. What is the What is the UTTP? What is that? I've seen that thrown around, but I'm not familiar with what that is.
Just like a bunch, like a internet group of like kids who want to become like trolls, so they start doxing people and sending Daisy's destruction, sending child porn, and getting kids to cut themselves.
Is that what that like a little graphic like a police officer is? Who's like holding. Oh, okay, that makes more sense now. Because those guys were because of I won't get into it too much, but because of this Ruben's fan page on the going after my girlfriend on Soy Jack Party, they like a couple nights ago sent like a bunch of bestiality horrible shit in my.
The UTTP sent that to Tyler.
Yep.
Yeah,
the only reason I'm making that connection is because they had the little like graphic of the police officer guy in one of their profile pics. So
yeah, they sent cat blender videos and shit.
Yeah, we got some pretty awful stuff there, but
had to close my DMs because they kept sending Daisy's destruction and like the most foul 17 different instances of child sexual abuse material. Definitely. I mean, they're literally colluding with actual pedophiles now. The FBI know what they're doing, but they're doing nothing. They're literally doing nothing because these people have such good OPSEC that they can't fucking find out who the hell they are.
Yeah.
It's
okay, well,
amazing. But I've really got to go now. I mean, if there's a part 2 to add to the thing, I'll make a post which will get like traction, probably here and on community post and in a video, probably going over how any dumb fucking kid who thinks that you dox me is just not true in any way whatsoever. And I'm probably gonna have to make a fucking
I would appreciate that
if I make a video again going over how I the problem was that it was 8 minutes in. No one watches to 8 minutes in, so I have to do it earlier.
Guys, shut the fuck up and just make out.
Miscommunication. But yeah. I'm
what the Sigma?
Okay, I'm probably gonna go now. Alright, see you guys.
Alright, yeah, peace.
What the Sigma?